Hey everyone, it's me Ice, and today I want to talk about what I've learned so far about performing. I have been playing guitar now for 8.5 years, and a lot of it has been documented through my YouTube channel. I think one of the greatest performances I've done this far was performing at NAMM at the Ormsby booth. I was so honored to be able to play, and I told myself before I was offered to perform was I have to do this, because you don't get to perform, at NAMM. That's like, it's an honor. I was like surprised, and I was so nervous before the performance. I was nervous for a whole week. I couldn't sleep. I had trouble breathing because I knew that NAMM was like the pinnacle of top world musicians in one place. And I was so nervous. It turned out to be a wonderful performance, and I want to thank everyone that saw me perform. It meant the world to me. I was so nervous, but I think these tips that I'm about to give you helped me to prepare to be great when I perform. So I will say this: will things go wrong? Yes. Will you be nervous? Yes. Will you mess up at times? You will, but don't act like you did. So tip number 1, which is obvious, the most obvious one on the list, is practice. If you have a day job and you have to perform at night, you have a couple hours before the venue opens or whatever, practice like crazy. And that's exactly what I did. I went ballistic when I knew that NAMM was coming, or I performed with a band, or I jammed with blues players at bars. I practiced like crazy, and that's exactly what I did. I was obsessed. I had to say, no, I need to be perfect, although that's not realistic. I wanted to give my best, so practicing really helps. So I really advise that. It just makes you look more professional, and it's a good look for you. And to those who are jumping into learning an instrument and performing, I say start local, start small. It has helped me so much. I knew when I picked up the guitar, I was like, I can't be a good performer unless I start small and start wherever I can. I performed a comedy event. I performed with a band that, it wasn't the best experience, but I learned a lot from there, and I learned from a lot of people during that time who were pros, and I met a lot of people locally, and it was just such a great experience. I'm very nervous and I'm very shy, but I told myself at a young age, you can't go anywhere unless you start somewhere. So that's one of the things I've learned, is just to start small. Play anywhere that you can. It really will pay off in the long run. And number 3, obviously, is play with others. I've learned more with playing with others than I did online watching videos, to be honest with you, because you have people who are more experienced and very educated, and they're going to give you some great tips about performing. They will correct you and to give you these amazing, advice, stuff on gear, music to listen to. It just helped me out so much. So I really advise, please play with others. Please play different styles. And number 4, this is what I have done as a young player. Guys, I have a issue with being perfect, although that's not realistic, let's be real, but I just want to give my best. That's just me. So number 5, I'd say address your mistakes, then fix them. Okay, so what I've noticed is when I perform, I look down, and I had a habit of not looking at the audience, and that's not good, because you want to draw connection with your audience. When I was done with the performance, some people would come up to me and say, hey Ice, are you sad? Are you okay? I'm like, I always get this. I was like, no, I'm not. I was just really nervous. They're like, there's nothing to be nervous about. It's everyone's having a good time. Everyone's happy. Like, you should feel it. Feel the music and jump in and have fun. Because I was so concerned about being perfect that I forgot to have fun. So you have to have that balance. So I recommend that if there is a problem with how you perform, people are addressing you about it, you should fix it. I personally am so shy that people could tell when I perform, but now that I've been performing more and more, I have gotten used to having that balance of saying hi to people, smiling, looking at my bandmates, and it's been a really good experience. And number 5, this is something I think would really help those who are in bands is that when you're performing with people, it's good to keep eye contact with your bandmates. I remember doing this when I was performing with a lot of older players. They would look at each other like key change, they would like glare at each other, or they would like key each other like the end of the song is coming. It's good to connect with your bandmates during songs so you guys won't mess up and things will go smoothly when you play. And number 6, have fun. It's very fun. I know that some of us are, you know, we want it to be perfect, and you know, it's not realistic. It's not going to. You might slip, you might trip on a chord, you might hit a wrong note, but that's okay. Like, it happens. I've done it a lot of times. I made mistakes, but hell, I performed at NAMM, and that's just the biggest compliment ever for me. I'm so honored. That won't be the last, I will say that. But I'm just saying, to those who are starting, it's okay to make a mistake. Practice, have fun, show up, and you're gonna be fine. You will be fine, trust me. So I hope this video helped on what I've learned so far about performing. And I know right now we're under quarantine, so there's no performing. So my performances are on Instagram and YouTube, but I am working on some new stuff. I will say that. I hope this video helped, and you guys are awesome. So I will see you in the next video. You guys rule. Bye.